What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Let me turn this on here. Happy New Year, you guys. What's up, Abby? What's up, Paul? What's up? What's up? Thanks for joining. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm just finishing getting a few things set up here. But yeah, Happy New Year, you guys. Happy 2025. We made it through a crazy run of 2024. It was quite the year we had there. So especially there towards the end. But yeah, let me just get a few things set up. But yeah, just what's up, Lex? Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining, you guys. I appreciate it. This live stream, I wanted to go live last week, but we just didn't have enough votes to go live. Everyone was kind of busy too, so it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we're here now, and yeah, if you guys have any New Year's resolutions that you want to share, feel free to drop those in the chat. Just let me know if you can hear me all right. I just got to check my audio. Yeah, everything sounds good, I think, on our end. So yeah, this should be good. This is one of the documents that was sent to us. If you guys remember, Miguel Santos, he reached out to me, sent an email over to me during the. Thank you, Abby. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, if there is any audio issues, let me know. But I think we should be all good. So, but yeah, this is from Miguel. He sent this document over to me. If you guys remember the last stream, we took a look at his website. He's a researcher. He's been researching these electro balls, is kind of what they refer to these plasmoids as. And I'll drop this link in the chat, and then I'll also move it to the description later. But I just dropped the link in the chat if you want to check out his website. He's been researching these plasmoids for quite some time, so they have all kinds of links here. They really go in depth into these plasmoids and their I guess like their relationship between potentially paranormal activity as well, because we know that obviously people that have experienced paranormal things, a lot of times things that you'll see are small orbs. So yeah, pretty interesting. I did put a goal up, like if we get 5 super chats, we'll go through this entire document. It's not super long, but I'll at least go through the abstract here, and then we're gonna take a look at some footage from you guys that was sent in. We've got I think 3 videos, or three viewers that sent in video. Paul in the chat, Runsky, he's one of them. We'll take a look at his X as well, his Twitter account, because he's got some interesting footage on there. But yeah, so just kind of the intro for this paper is, so he worked on it with Stanley Coren, and it's called Exploring the Link between Paranormal Phenomena and Plasma Balls. Many strange phenomena like UFOs, poltergeists, or ball lightning could be electro balls or plasma-like forms with electrically charged layers. And then we'll just read the abstract. This article explores the relationship between many paranormal phenomena and a proposed type of plasma ball with two electrically charged layers, referred to in this paper as electro balls. It provides framework to explain these weird phenomena as different manifestations of electro balls and the mechanisms behind them. These manifestations include unexplained phenomena such as ball lightning, strange sounds in the sky or skyquakes, UFOs, UAPs, haunted houses, poltergeist phenomenon, levitation, cattle mutilations. I'm reading this for the first time, you guys, so I didn't realize that was in there, but cattle mutilations, cryptids, angels and demons, demonic possessions, etc. It also discusses the electro ball formation, its characteristics, and its effect on the environment. Now, just a lot of the information when I was looking up ball lightning, because I've seen like a lot of comments just saying that like these orbs are actually ball lightning, and they're not they're not alien. It's just ball lightning is what you guys are seeing. But Miguel sent some footage to us. He sent some like links to help kind of illustrate what he's discussing here. And I think that some of this footage is going to help. Let me turn this down. I think that some of this footage is going to help illustrate the electro balls in the document that he's talking about. So like this one here, he said that this one's like hovering over a building. You can see that it's like translucent as well, but it's also moving. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me go back a couple seconds. So you see like it's translucent, but it's staying still. But it's also clearly moving. I'm only taking a look at a couple of these videos, but let's see this one right here. But okay, so let me go back. So when I was trying to research ball lightning, I guess it's actually a very rare phenomenon that not a lot of people witness, and it's usually gone in an instant. But when I was going through our comments on the plasmoid video, a lot of people had first-hand accounts of orbs like traveling through their house and through their living room, like big orbs, like anywhere from 10 inches to 2 feet in diameter. And a lot of people said that they interacted with them. But yeah, so this is footage from a Ring camera. I don't know if you guys have seen this video, but this potentially could be ball lightning. But it sounds like the ball lightning is like in and out in a flash. It's pretty quick. But yeah, so I will go through a few of the videos that he sent here. This one says a ball lightning and barely visible dark cloudy ball are formed by a lightning strike. Let me take a look at this one. So I think this right here would be a better illustration of ball lightning, actually, because it seems that those happen actually during thunderstorms, either just before, just after, and they're a little less. They're more sporadic, I guess. If you guys could see that, let me see if I can open this up at all more for you guys. Yeah, that's about it. I can go a little bit bigger. But if you guys can tell, this one's a little bit more sporadic. So from what I was reading, this is almost how ball lightning would react, which is going to be different than the plasmoids and orbs that we're seeing in the sky over New Jersey and pretty much just across the country. But it's also a very rare phenomena, and it's so short, and it's typically only during thunderstorms. So I know a lot of people in the chat were trying to like discredit other viewers and their personal accounts and what they've seen, and just say that it was, what you saw was ball lightning. Like I saw that a few different times, but ball lightning is actually a very rare phenomenon, and it acts much more sporadic, and it's pretty quick. So I think that's a good illustration from like the research that I had done. People who did see ball lightning, that's a pretty accurate description. They provided a similar description to this. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through all his videos. All right, screw it. Let's go through them. We're already halfway through. So that was ball lightning. This one says UAP formed by a combination of various plasma balls. So let's see this one. Open this up for you guys full screen. Oh, that looked like it dropped something. Yeah, these ones are certainly different than what we just witnessed with the in terms of the ball lightning. So this is slowed down to half the speed. Okay, so let's take a look. That one says UFO mothership releasing smaller plasma. For some reason, we've heard that term a few times during this whole drone UFO UAP incident over in New Jersey. I know that someone was saying that there was it was a mothership from Iran, but I'm not really buying that. As I've looked into a lot of these plasmoids and UAP theories, a lot of people were saying that it could be a mothership that was sending some of these things. Let's see. Okay, UAPs descending over Boston. Let's look at this one.
And we watched you guys land on the moon,
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
what?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't any.
Credible footage of multiple UFOs flying upward into the upper atmosphere. Yeah. I don't know. We've got some footage from viewers that I think is gonna be pretty interesting to you guys. We're gonna get to it here in just a second. I want to go through this real quick. Let's take a look at through this footage that Miguel sent. Yeah, we took a look at this one last time. This plasmoid metallic looking ball that's just going at a constant speed and hovering over this vehicle for an extended period of time. Now, this does line up with a lot of the characteristics that people report. It's one of the characteristics is a small metallic sphere orb and about 2 feet in diameter. And okay, so let's see. Huge plasma balls from the thermosphere attracted to storms. So let's take a look at that one. So this is some NASA footage. This is part of what we looked at in the plasmoid video. So this is supposed to be plasmoids descending into a thunderstorm, which from the report that we looked at, or that research paper we looked at, seems to be a common occurrence. Let me know if you guys want to say Happy New Year to Luna, and I'll go grab her and I'll bring her up. She might be taking a nap, but I'll wake her up if you guys want to see her, and I'll bring her on stream here for a couple minutes, and hopefully she'll be good. So yeah, let me know if you want to see her. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna have to go get her. I'm gonna let this video play out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go grab Luna. Oh man. All right. You guys are gonna make me get up. All right. I'll go grab her. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me make you bigger. Hold on. Okay. Oh, there she is. What's that? Is that a microphone? Is that a microphone? Here's your snack. There's your treat. Oh, okay. She wants to get down. Hold on. Yeah, she's got this snack that I just got for her, and she was busy working on that, and now she has no place to hold it. So let me try and bring this camera down a little bit. Okay. All right, there she is. All right, can everybody see her? Yeah, she is adorable, and she just dropped her snack. Luna, what's up, girl? Say hello to everybody. Say hello. I thought she was sleeping. I wouldn't have felt bad if she was just taking a nap and I had to wake her up. But yeah, she was going to town on this thing. So yeah, she's adorable. She's getting bigger for sure. She's getting bigger. Yeah, so I don't think I told you guys the story, but we picked Luna up from a breeder. And we signed a contract and everything like that. And and then we brought her home a week later, 1 week after having her in our home. She started kind of like hacking up and like acting like she was going to throw up, but she never would. And so we were like, this is weird. And then one morning at 6:30 in the morning, she threw up, and she dropped her snack. But what she threw up was the collar from her breeder. Her breeder had like a small like puppy nursery collar on her, so it was just a small little piece of fabric, like Velcro. But yeah, it was a piece that was like that, and it was folded up, and it was just like coated in like saliva and I don't know, acid or something. But yeah, and then we took her to the vet, but she had that thing like stuck in her throat pretty much, or her chest, for at least a week. When we went to the breeder, she said that a few weeks prior that she didn't know where the collar went. She's like, yeah, she used to have a collar, but I don't know where it went. And we were like, oh man, that's all right, not a big deal, but yeah, we didn't know or expect that she swallowed it. So yeah, let me see if I could find let me grab a photo for you guys, because yeah, it's quite unbelievable that she had that in there for literally for weeks. But yeah, we took her to the vet. Yeah, here, I'll show you this video here. Yeah, this is the collar right here. This is what was in her throat, and it was folded up like that. So yeah, at least for a week, because that came from the breeder. We had her for about a week. So yeah, we're just glad that everything was fine with her, and she was all healthy and everything. So yeah, she's sitting on my lap now. Let me see if we can get a little bit better view of her. Yeah, she's just chilling now. So I don't know if you guys want to keep Luna on stream, then let me know. Yeah, I'm glad she's all good too. So all right, Luna's gonna go here. Okay, all right. right, she said bye. She said bye. Yeah, so I'm glad you guys got to take a look there at Luna, and she got to join on her first live stream. She's made a couple quick cameos, but yeah, that was her first live stream. So, all right, so we're gonna look at some footage from you guys, from some viewers. So this one is from Brian, and let me just look at the email that he sent here. Let me just read it to you guys. So he says that in the first video, he sent 2 videos here, and he's also got a YouTube channel. Yeah, she's official now. That's our dive dog. That's Luna girl. But yeah, so he says in the first video, my buddy and I saw approximately 6 of them approaching us from the south, dipping in and out of the clouds like a school of dolphins feeding on fish. You can see them flashing all over. One comes straight down at us and quickly shoots back up. And that's going to be this video here. Now, this video, he is recording it with a night vision camera. It's not the best. It's not the best quality. It's a little hard to see, but if you guys look close, you can see them. So there's one up here that just flashed, and then I think over here, let me get this chat out of the way. There's some that's over here. Watch over here in this section of the screen. Yeah, so like there's another one flashing right there. He's got his. Let me turn this down. He's got his phone out and he's like panicking, trying to take photos and stuff before these orbs all disappear. There's a bright one right there. But yeah, so like he pulled his phone out to record, and then it ended up taking a photo. But yeah, so let's just watch this. There's 2 other videos that he has that are pretty compelling. They're pretty convincing, one of them, but we're gonna take a look at these 2 first.
Yeah, over here. Watch the film. This is her. 3, 2, 1.
Now this was back in 2022. I think his other video that he sent, I think it was from 2023. So it was prior to any of this whole hype with all the orbs and UFO footage. You can see how bright that one just glowed right there.
That one's crazy, dude. Yeah. You see how it crossed over by the sun? You see how bright it got? Yeah. Really bright. Oh, there's another one over
Yeah,
there.
and there was another one right there. Let me go back because
crazy,
right towards the end it gets good, and then the video cuts off. So there's that bright one, and then there's another one here that's going to be right over here. So keep an eye out for that. It'll flash pretty bright.
You see how it crossed over by the sun? You see how bright it got? Yeah, really bright.
There's that other one, that other flash right there. So as you guys will see, the Brian here, these guys appear to me to be stargazers, and at night, we'll look at another video. They are able to see the night sky pretty clearly. That you can see Starlink satellites, you could see planets, you could see constellations. So let's open this up. Okay, so shoot, hold on, guys. Let me read this before we watch the video. It says, in this video, I decided to set up a night vision cam on a battery pack and point it over my disc golf course, as they seemed to be attracted to my LED discs I used for night golf over the previous nights that I played. They/it showed up again, and I was able to record them. You have my permission to use these or other vids. There is more video from the first link, so we will take a look at his channel. What I said to him, I said, so in this video here, I said, in this video, we can clearly see them. Looks like they're flying low, like a few hundred feet. Would you say that's accurate, or would you describe them as discs or orbs? Because the title of this video is called Flying Discs. I haven't heard back from him yet, but I'm sure he'll get back to me. So this is just kind of a time lapse that he has, and a night vision camera that he has set up over his disc golf course. These are LED disc golf, like frisbees. So they glow, but he'll point out here the difference between, I'll pause that. This is the difference between his LED disc and then this orb that's up here in the sky. So once this thing gets out of the way, you guys will be able to see it. Let me go back 5 seconds for you. So below the, yeah, right there, you can see it. That small dot there. LED disc. Let me make myself smaller. So you can see how that thing's glowing, and it almost appears that it's getting closer before it moves further away, before it just kind of shoots back up into space. And then you can see the bright flash again. But as you'll be able to see here, it's not moving like in a straight line, so it's clearly not it's not in a flight path, or it's not a plane or anything that's clearly debunkable. But it certainly is a little weird. He's got one video that I want to show you guys on his YouTube channel, and he said we have permission to look at that, or to show that footage. That one, yeah, he loves his disc golf. So this one that I want to show you guys is called, let's see, UFO clearly watching Starlink video. I said that one's pretty compelling. You guys have a great view of the stars and seem like stargazers like myself, so you would certainly know the difference between aircraft, Starlink satellites, and UFOs. I would like to show that video if you don't mind. There's also appears to be other smaller objects faintly lit that are crossing the Starlink trail. I'm assuming those are planes. So let's look at this video here.
It will just all of a sudden appear a big string of them.
Here's one, Dan. I thought I saw a couple.
So you guys will,
they're spread out.
you guys will see these Starlink satellites.
Wait, they're spread out way further.
There's all kinds of them.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah, they're not.
And this video was from,
they're kind of a little.
it says 3 weeks ago.
Waggly. Oh, see, they're just appearing out of nowhere. See.
But you
There's
guys can
another one.
clearly see that
Oh my God, dude! With this, you can just see a train.
they have an
going
amazing
forever.
view of the night
Behind
sky.
it from the west. Basically, where I said it was going to be, huh? Boy, that's really spread out.
So let's just put everything into context here. So they clearly can identify the Starlink satellites, right? But
They're flying.
all the stars, all the constellations, as you'll hear them point them out,
Yeah, it's kind of. I think it's kind of.
can clearly see those.
When they're all bunched up.
But there are some brighter objects
Add to each other's brightness.
that are going to cross this trail of Starlink satellites, which and they have a similar brightness as the satellites, but they're crossing their path, so
It's still cool.
it's clearly something different. So I'm kind of curious to hear what your guys' thoughts might be on as to what those are.
What I'd like to look for is see if they have any visitors watching them. Like the last 2 nights. Oh, what's that? A plane? I don't see a strobe on it.
Oh, I watched one cross over here.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's going west, whatever that is, kind of north, like east to north.
Here we can see a couple things intersecting.
One just shot out of nowhere. They're shooting out of nowhere over here. Oh, you got a grip of it.
So his buddy in the background is saying that they're shooting out of nowhere. He's talking about these plasmoids or
Yeah,
these
some are
orbs.
bunched up more than others.
Right over here. It just keeps looking weird. They keep pop out of nowhere.
Yeah, somebody's on my YouTube channel said there's going to be 108 of
They're
them.
about to cross. They're crossing over here.
It's hard for me to see now because I've been looking.
You guys will see the clear like trail or clear train of these things here shortly.
Yeah, it is. Boy, they are really starting to spread out. It's amazing how much they spread out so quickly.
But they're all converging in this area.
Now there's a lower one. There's one lower, and then there's a brighter one up above it, and then another lower one. You see them? See the two lower ones and the one brighter above it?
Yeah.
Here comes another bright one at the same path. Oh, see, there's a crosser.
Yeah, there's one
See
right
the
there.
crosser?
You guys see that one?
It's going right towards it, dude. It's changing its...
There's one coming.
Oh, my God, dude.
It looked like they changed direction.
Dude, they both did. It looked like they both... It looked...
Those were stars sitting there.
Dude, I swear to God, that one that was going at it, it started tailing it, and the other one took a right.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Swear.
I know. I've got it recorded.
They're all converging in this area.
So what's up with that? How do you...
No, we got a line, dude. Like 6 of them, 10 of them.
I know, but how
See,
do
look,
you
there's
explain
another
that?
one. There's another one.
Here's another
You guys see that?
convergence at the same...
Let's go back.
I know, but how do you explain that?
Oh, shit.
Here's another...
Like converging in this area.
So what's up with that? How do you...
No, we got a line, dude. Like
I don't know what
6
that
of
would
them,
be.
10 of them.
I know, but how do you explain that?
Oh, shit.
Here's another convergence, the same as the other one.
Yeah, like you said, how would you
But
explain
how-
that?
how
I mean,
would that
what do you
happen
guys
where
think that would be?
Where it like came up, it turned and went right on its tail, and then the one...
Because if we follow this dot right here, this to me clearly like appears to be a plane. So I think we can rule that out as being an aircraft.
One that was getting
You can see
tailed
that
to
this
the
one's
right.
moving also, and there's another
both
light that's
change
moving there.
direction.
What's that?
Those ones
Train
seem to be
coming through?
aircraft.
Starlink don't do that. It don't change direction. Okay,
You
here's
see the chain?
here's two more converging. Look, you see it?
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Those aren't all
And the one behind
Starlink
looks like it's taking a
satellites.
right.
We got the train. Do you see the train? There's like 20.
So yeah, here you'll see the long trail of the Starlink satellites.
Where?
So just keep in mind, these guys
Where we
aren't
looking?
flooded with light pollution in their sky. So this is stuff that they see pretty much on a
That's that now
nightly
they're all close to
basis.
each other.
So these aren't
So maybe she
people
was
in
right.
the
There is
middle
gonna
of
be
a
108. There
metropolis
must
that
have been
are
2 launches.
confusing, airplanes with Starlink satellites or something like that.
That's weird though. The ones that seem to be changing directions. I didn't think they did that. Wow, dude. I see a whole bunch right now that are changing direction.
And what he said earlier in this video is that they
On the upper
saw
one,
this for
not
the
the lower
2
train.
previous nights in a row.
Now
So
these
this is
are
the
starting to look
3rd night in a
closer
row
together
that they've
now,
seen
the
this.
upper one.
So clearly,
crazy.
you guys can tell the difference here between the
still see the
Starlink
train?
satellites and those glowing orbs that
there
are
it is.
crossing the path. Yeah, so those are the satellites. Kind of a eerie feeling that this is this is what the satellites look like. It's like, oh man, it almost feels like we're being watched. It's amazing to me that that's up there, all those satellites, and how they essentially just place them there, and then they just stay in orbit.
Some look faster than others too. Oh, they just keep coming and
Yeah,
coming. I wonder
almost.
how
No,
much
we're
is they have.
definitely being
3?
watched.
At least 2.
So,
God,
yeah.
that train's still going over there.
Got one crossing. Going,
On the upper one or the
going
train?
north. In between the upper and lower train.
I see it. Oh, and there's like an orange one. You see that orange one? Is that the one you were talking
He's
about?
talking about this one right here.
That orange one, it looks like it's going more southeast, but at our zenith. The lower train gone. Just about.
But if you guys do have a good view of the night sky, I highly recommend getting the Sky View app. Yeah, he's talking about that one right there. Another crosser. Crosser is what they're referring them to as. I highly recommend getting the Sky View app because what it does is
everybody's saying that today's the day of the alien invasion.
What it does is it uses your camera on your phone, so you can take your camera and then line it up with the horizon, and then at night you can point it to the different stars. So if you guys are seeing anything, then you can kind of debunk it yourself if you're ever unsure of if that's like a planet or a star, or you're just curious to see like what planets are out there, what constellations you can actually see. That's the Sky View app, and yeah, I've had that for quite a while. It works really well, and it's it's pretty accurate too. It lines up with all the stars and constellations pretty well. So it's called Sky View app.
Wow.
So yeah, big shout out to Brian for sending this in. Really appreciate that, and hopefully you're watching this. So yeah, I'll leave a link to his channel here, or to this video. I'll drop it here in the chat. So link to his channel is in the chat if you guys want to take a look at it. It's called Citizen Disclosure, and yeah, big shout out to Brian. Now this next one here is from James. He sent in a couple photos, and then he also sent in a video. So here's one of the photos that he sent in. He said that he's seen these plasmoid orbs over in Idaho now. So yeah, this is he said he took this photo with the Samsung Galaxy S22. Here's the photo, just normal, not zoomed in. So yeah, this is one of the plasmoid orbs that he's seeing. So I pretty much asked him to describe what he was seeing. Hey, what's up, brother? Country Surfer, what's up? What's up? Thanks for joining, and thanks for all your support this year. Really appreciate it. You've been around since, you know, I started doing the videos on the Ocean Gate Titan. And yeah, I hope you have a great new year as well. Thank you for all your support, and yeah, man. Yeah, you have a great new year. Thank you very much. So yeah, so this is from this is James's description, and he's got a little bit of a backstory here as well. So he says that looked like so it looked like this was around the stratosphere mesosphere area. I shot it on a Galaxy S22. There were about 4 to 5. I was looking up around 10 p.m. after getting done in the shop, and it was a clear sky, and I asked my wife if she saw them, thinking I was nuts again. So he's been trying to convince his wife about seeing these things. So his wife said, "Yeah, what the heck is that?" So I pulled my phone out and started recording. I moved, and it moved and knew I was recording it. Then the clouds came in way faster than I have ever seen with no wind. It was definitely not normal, but luckily I got a couple vids and pics to prove I was not crazy. It has still been cloudy ever since, not a clear day or night since. And then here's a little bit of a backstory. He says that, and yes, when I was 10 on Whidbey Island, so this is up here over here in Washington now, and they do have a Air Force and I think a naval base up in Whidbey as well. So what he says, when I was 10 on Whidbey Island, I saw the same type of orb that went from one side of the sky to the other in a triangle pattern, but it seemed like it traveled from one point to the next in the blink of an eye, then flew out of sight so fast for a plane, that's for sure. And everyone called me a conspiracy kid in my family and friends. That was about 1990. he said, I just started to believe it was something they might be testing on the military base or something, because that's what my parents said. But now I have pictures to prove I was not crazy then or now. and he says, I actually feel a lot better now because I was starting to believe I might be nuts. And that's totally relatable because when I was in Papua New Guinea and I saw like those mysterious like flashing lights in the sky that were clearly not I mean, there was nothing else around. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're in like the middle of the South Pacific with nothing else around us. There's no planes around us, anything like that. These were clearly like flashing lights that appeared to be, there's 2 or 3 of them that just appeared to be communicating with one another. And when I came home back to Seattle, I was just like just watching the sky. I was just a complete stargazer, just looking into the night sky all the time, and had people thinking I was a little crazy. But I was like, dude, I can't really explain what I saw, and so I kept looking, trying to find it again, and I still haven't to this day. But let's take a look at the video that he sent. It is just a quick video. We did look at those pictures that he sent, but
Well, we got those fucking orbs here in Idaho now.
so this is a quick clip. I think he has more he might be able to send, but let me see if I can zoom in at all. You know what I'll do? Let's do this. Let's do this.
In the sky.
Okay, let's try and do this. Hopefully I don't mess up the stream too much. Now let's try and, there we go. That's a little bit better.
We got those fucking orbs here in Idaho now.
Yeah, so he zoomed in for a second here. Let me make this a little bit bigger.
Well, we got those fucking orbs here in Idaho now.
So look, I mean, there's a lot of things that can be just like clearly debunked as being stars or something. But out of all the footage that I've seen, I've never seen any, and I, just recording myself, I've never seen stars look like this on camera, to where it looks like they're kind of radiating, almost like radiating electricity almost.
Well, we got those fucking orbs here in Idaho.
And from what he's saying, he said that there were 6 of them, and they were moving, and his wife didn't know what they were. And they're out in Idaho, and they have a clear view of the night sky. So, look, there's been similar things that people discredit as being ball lightning, but as we saw earlier, the ball lightning is much more sporadic, unpredictable, doesn't stay in one location for extended periods of time. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. But this doesn't resemble trying to take a video of a star or a planet at night with your camera phone. This is something that's clearly radiating, and you can see. Let's see. Let's try to make this a little bit bigger. Let's play it back one more time here.
Well, we got those fucking orbs here in Idaho now.
Yeah, so
Fucking in the sky.
I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that video. We've got some more footage here we're going to take a look at. This next one's going to be from Paul. He was in the chat earlier. Hopefully he's still here. If not, I know he'll take a look at this. So I just got to readjust this thing. But yeah, let me know. I mean, what do you guys think that would be? Because to me, I'm pretty convinced that that's not a planet or a star or someone trying to pull, a fast one over us, because it's part of the reason why I ask questions to viewers that send this stuff in, and he definitely had all the details here to make it, to explain what he saw. So, and here's the photos that he took. I have yet to see any of these planets or stars look like this when you try to take a photo of it. And then here's the other one. And so you can kind of tell, like what we saw in the video, it appeared that, you know, it was kind of like radiating or emitting like electricity here. So you can kind of see that here, the outlines kind of what we saw. So next one we're going to take a look at is going to be Paul. He's sent in quite a bit of stuff. So Paul sent in some stuff last week. We'll just do a quick review on these. He said, I took these pictures at 5 a.m. this morning. This is on Christmas Eve in Cape May County, New Jersey. I could send in more zoomed ones. I also have more pictures and video. So this is what Paul sent in, these plasmoids that he saw in the sky, or these orbs. And he's got another video here where he's got it, or a photo that he's got it zoomed in. But so just providing some context here. So here's his Twitter. We'll take a look at that. And he says, let's see. As for the video, I have to clip it down because there's parts where I lose it and I have a hard time keeping track of it. They move very fast, and I don't think I would get around to it tonight since it's Christmas Eve. This was last week, and but he said it was hard to get focused on it. Let's see. But he said there are so many out every single night. There hasn't been a night that I have not seen them since I first saw them on the 14th. When I hear about drones, but now I know for sure this has nothing to do with drones. And so here we go. I think this is the video.
Got one. I don't know if we're going to be able to see this one or not. Got it.
So keep in mind, remember he was saying that these things move pretty fast.
Nah, it's not picking it up.
These ones do have like a bluish tint. They're sort of translucent as well, and also do appear to be.
Hold on. We got this. We got this. All right. Come on.
There it is. They also do appear to be staying still at times, but also clearly. I don't know, kind of like the last video that we just saw. Like it clearly looks like they're sort of like radiating or full of electricity. Okay, so we'll go here. Take a look at this. Let's see. This is another photo that he sent. He said that here's the photo all cleaned up. I have to, let me download this real quick so I can pull it up properly for you guys. Yeah, so there's a close-up photo of that orb. Now it looks like it has many voids inside of it, kind of with a glowing center. So again, I don't think that would be something I would consider a planet or a star. That he's seeing. You could see in the background where all the stars would be in relation to this, stars and planets in the night sky. Now I think that Paul also had he also took this with an actual camera as well, not just a. Oh yeah, here's a photo of two of them together as well. So let's see. All right, let's pull up his Twitter. This one is on December 30th. So this was just 2 nights ago. This is the last time I contacted him was when I seen this footage. He says more proof of advanced vehicle with anti-gravity tech.
Plasmoid. Bite one, big bite one, big bite one. Oh yeah. They everywhere, boys. You don't even gotta try. You don't even gotta try. It's not an airplane.
So if we pause here, you can see like this is clearly just out of focus, but you can see when he focuses in, you can see additional details. Now it looks like there's a group of lights, or I'm trying to be fair and look at this from an unbiased point of view as well. So I just want to be clear that we're also trying to look at this and debunk it if possible. But it's not in a typical like plane configuration. The lights.
Oh yeah. They everywhere, boys. You don't even gotta try. You don't even gotta try. It's not an airplane. It's not a ball of lightning. Who knows what it is? UFO, plasmoid.
Okay, so let's see. Here's another one. He said you can clearly see the shape of the UFO, which is a triangle, and that it changes directions near instantly while staying the same orientation. Someone debunk this.
Big bite one, big bite one, big bite one.
Oh, so he's just providing more context to the video we were just looking at.
Boys, you don't even gotta try. You don't even gotta try. It's not an airplane. It's not a ball of lightning. Who knows what it is? UFO, plasmoid. Bite one, big bite one, big bite one.
Okay. And then he's got more footage on here, so let's take a look here. He said, oh, that's the same one. But yeah, so yeah, he was pretty shocked to see this. And keep in mind, he's been looking up taking footage for quite a while, so I trust that he knows what he's looking at. This one says, hopefully this isn't the same one. No, this one's different. This one's a different video. So more footage of the UFOs in New Jersey. This is the same as the craft in the other videos, but this is more focused on the plasma that the craft is generating. It is generating plasma because of its anti-gravity technology. Is very strange because the plasma is also cloaking the craft in some sort of way. In the videos, when I get the craft in focus, you can see that it is a triangle with the bright source of energy at the tip of the craft. It's as if you can focus on the craft and the plasma it generates. So let's take a look at this one. So that's the plasmoid orb that he's referring to. And he's saying that this is at the tip of the craft. Gosh, man, it's hard to tell. So this is a photo of, he said this is the anti-gravity craft in question. The very tip of the craft is the bright light of plasma-like substance that comes from it and gives it its orb appearance when you view it from the ground with the naked eye. If you use a telescope, you get this. So you could see that bright light there. The thing is with planes, like I've lived under near the SeaTac airport for quite some time, and what we can always see is the lights, like the lights on the front of the planes. You can always see like a beam of light, versus this, it looks like it's just glowing and it's not, emitting light or shining light in any certain direction. And then there are lights down here, and he's saying that this is a triangle formation, this aircraft. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure cranked up brightness to see UFO anti-gravity craft better. I'm not sure what this could be.
Yeah. They everywhere, boys. You don't even gotta try.
That's the same video. Yeah, that's the same video. I'm not sure what that would be. Let's see. Let's try and debunk this. Airplane at night lights. Let's just look and see. So he's saying that this first of all, it stays in place, and then he was saying that it just changes direction instantly. I don't know. I need to ask him if Paul is still in here. We need to know if this is making any sort of noise or. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know what that would be. But let me know like what your guys' thoughts might be. I'm trying to be fair and with everything. But I mean, we've seen some pretty compelling viewer footage today. Okay, I think that might be it for today. But you guys, let me know if you want me to go over this document in a separate video, or if you want me to go over it real quick. Exploring the link between paranormal phenomena and plasma balls. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to let me know. Let's see. Bees says, watch some of NASA's Sunscope video. You can see all the plasma releasing from the sun right on their video. Let's see if we can find that real quick. Bees, let's take a look. Since you mentioned it, since you brought it up, let's take a look. Oh, also, I'll drop a link to this here. I don't know if I did it, but this paper, if you guys want to take a look at this on your own, feel free. It's in the Journal of Scientific Exploration. So I just put that in the chat. Let's see, NASA Sunscope video. Oh, there's a lot to sift through here. So, Bees, if you have a link to the video or the title of the video, let me know. There's just a lot of stuff that would have to sift through here. But I do know what you're talking about. Like, we did review some of the footage from NASA, and we did see a lot of those plasmoid orbs. Country Surfer says, I'm trying to bring up your guys' comments, but not having. There it is. Okay. Country Surfer says, I wonder if when you're underneath the plasma, you can actually see it. Bob Lazar mentioned a gravity field that surrounds the craft, and when you're underneath it, you can't see it. Yeah, I mean, from all the information that we've seen, I think you can see underneath it. So far. Now, I mean, that could be something completely different as well. So I don't know. We have to take that into account. From Bob Lazar, he kind of did describe something similar in terms of propulsion, but I think that these are different than what he was had seen, or the aircraft he was working on, or what he had seen. From what I remember, wasn't Bob Lazar, didn't he describe more of like the traditional disc style UFO? Yeah. I don't know. I would say these are two different things that we're looking at. These plasmoid orbs seem to move like at a constant pace, and then if they're attracted to something, they'll go towards it, such as like a thunderstorm. Or if okay, thanks Bees. Bees is looking for the video, so yeah, just a second, guys. Let's see. It says Bob did mention a heart-shaped pattern around the craft. I just haven't seen any videos of somebody directly underneath it. Let's see. Let's see if I could find anything real quick. So I did watch that documentary that came out with Bob Lazar a few years ago, but it's been a minute since I've actually watched it and listened to any of the details. So let's see. Bob described heart-shaped field around the craft that was making it invisible when standing underneath the craft and looking up. But there was still radio communication between someone inside the craft and someone outside. Let's reconstruct this shape on paper. So he said, let's build heart shape out of 3 circles and 2 lines. For circles and lines, it is easy to figure out reflections and refractions. Light is not that close to a perpendicular to a surface of the heart-shaped screen. In our case, screen is made of circles and lines with green radius / perpendiculars is reflected back. The craft is orange, so it would be this guy right here, and it is in heart-shaped slow time zone, which would be this. Any light from the craft is reflected back first. Any light from the craft is reflected back first time it reaches perimeter of the time zone, because blue lines are far from green perpendiculars. So this would be the light from the craft reflecting back, and the greens are perpendiculars. So is this kind of what you're talking about, Country Surfer? Is this, because I don't remember these details. I don't know if they covered this in the documentary. I'm not sure. This might have been something separate when he brought this up. And he says, so after multiple bounces back, even after multiple reflections back, it might not get out, referring to the light. So the light would be bouncing off of this heart-shaped field around it, so the light wouldn't get out. For the most part. But some light does get out. But it looks like it'd be getting out kind of through the perpendicular areas is the only area to get out. Is that correct? Radio wave and light are both electromagnetic waves. Radio waves are at a low frequency and visible light is at a higher frequency. So radio waves and some light do get out somewhere or leak out somewhere. Light and radio waves trajectories do not depend on a direction. At the picture above, I can change arrow direction, so radio communication went through the same hole, in parentheses, and in the screen where the light got out. And perhaps for simplicity and better reception, there was an antenna attached to the craft that poked the screen. Okay. He said, yeah, that's what he said. Play the video and that link of Bob talking about it, because looking, okay, you can see the craft, but when directly underneath it, it would disappear. Okay, all right, let's play this. Hopefully it's at the right timestamp. Oh my gosh, would you look at that? It is. Okay.
Outside the hangar and was just preparing to lift off. Now, They were in communication.
I keep this
with
small so I don't
somebody in the
get
craft.
So there's a person in
this
the
video
craft.
pulled.
Yeah, there was certainly a person in there. Now, it's not a comfortable place to be in because it's small. So the guy has to be sitting on the floor in the middle, my best guess.
And this is the same specific craft that you
Yeah,
worked
that
on
was-
because that was the only craft that you were in.
The only one that I touched and worked on. And it quietly lifted off the ground, which was incredibly impressive to see.
Quietly or silently?
Well, quietly, because
Did it make some sort of a noise?
It produced a little corona discharge from the bottom. A corona discharge is kind of a high voltage brush, little bluish glow discharge. As it was lifting off the ground, you can hear a slight hiss sound. Now, as soon as it cleared the ground by about 5 or 10 feet, maybe even less than that, the hissing stopped and the blue glow disappeared. So it lifted off quietly and then it hovered silently, if you want to be specific.
Wow. So then what kind of maneuvers was it doing?
It took off, for that particular time, it took off, moved a little around to the left and right, and then sat back down. The craft itself, they communicated with it with because I saw the guy talking in a regular VHF radio to the person in the craft. And I even saw the frequency that was on the frequency counter of the communication, the transceiver there. But what's weird is he shouldn't be able to communicate with the craft with a radio. The radio wave should bend around the craft. I mean, it shouldn't be possible. Every single thing about the craft and the way they operated didn't make any sense to us. I mean, that's something we talked about for a while after.
Why should the frequency bend around the craft?
Well, you really have to look at the way the gravity wave comes out of the craft. There's the reactor's in the center, and there's a waveguide that goes up to the top. There's actually a small appendage that sticks out of the top of the craft, and it produces a heart-shaped gravitational distortion around the craft. Now, if the craft is sitting in the air and you walk underneath it and look up, you actually cannot see the craft. The light bends around it. You're bending gravity, bends light. It bends radio waves. It shouldn't be possible to communicate with a craft that has an envelope around it that's distorting all forms of energy. But they were apparently in contact with it.
Somehow or another, so through some unexplained way that they didn't bother explaining to you. Mm-hmm. So this thing gets up, it just does some very simple maneuvers, left, right, left, right.
Okay. All right, Country Server, I appreciate that. Thanks for pointing that out, and thanks for knowing that, you know, it would be that there in the video. So that's interesting. So it's saying that it has a field around it, and so you can't actually see it when you're underneath it, because it's got this envelope, this heart-shaped sort of envelope around it, but there is sort of technically a kind of like an antenna kind of sticking out of this field. So they were able to get radio signal in and out, and I guess there would be a little bit of light that would be getting out, but you can't see it when you're standing underneath it, according to this. So okay, so Bees said try NASA Solar Live Scope. We'll take a quick look at this, and then I think we're gonna wrap things up. Let's see if we could find anything here. There's a lot to go through here. There's a lot to try and sift through. I'll see if I can find that later in a different video, but yeah. Again, you guys, Happy New Year. I just want to wish you guys a Happy New Year, a very healthy and prosperous New Year. I really thank you guys for all the support that you guys have shown, and thanks for being a part of the dive team. I really appreciate it. Thanks for this channel this year. I want to cover more mysteries. I know that we have a lot of new subscribers that are, appreciate you, brother. I I know that we have a lot of new subscribers that that joined from like the UFO videos and stuff, but a lot of our subscribers, I asked you guys before I made any UFO footage, and you guys voted for making a video on the UFOs and all the crazy stuff that was happening over in New Jersey. So you guys kind of asked for it as well. So we're expanding a little bit. We're not just going to cover like strictly diving only. Dude, for years I tried to do that on my channel before, and I couldn't really get anywhere with it. So we're going to cover certainly marine disasters. There's some unfortunately like diving disasters that have happened throughout history. I want to cover those. But we're going to continue to cover mysteries like this and try to do unbiased research. You know me, I really like to do deep dives into stuff. So the next one, I'll make a video here on this paper from Miguel and Stanley, and they're kind of deep dive into these electro balls and their relationship between paranormal phenomena. So that'll be a video that's coming up. Another video that will be coming up is I have some of the information here on this sheet, but it's gonna be regarding the wharf in Santa Cruz and the collapse of that. So I have some documents here that just kind of shows like the plans and inspection reports and things that they were planning to do. Unfortunately, fortunately no one was hurt, but there were 3 people that were on the end of the wharf here when it did collapse, and fortunately they were all okay. But I have like information on kind of what the plans were and what they were doing when that happened. I didn't realize that the Santa Cruz wharf is 110 years old. I didn't know it was that old, but yeah, so like here's some of the construction plans. You can see right here where they had it fenced off, where they have like the restroom building and another building over there. Some of the stuff that they were planning to do. So yeah, we'll take a look at all that stuff. Here's a quick preview of a sneak peek. This is the Santa Cruz wharf, right? There's over 4,000 pilings underneath this thing. But you can see some of these guys here. Let's zoom in real quick. So you can see right here, like it's beginning to buckle the pier right there where that bent is. And again, you can see it right here. Oh shoot. Let me move myself out of the way. I'm sorry. Yeah, so here you can see the wharf buckling right here where this bent is located, and then you can see another photo right here of one of those, the buckling there occurring. And then so this is kind of like beyond the area that was closed off. You can see the buckling there, and they've got this beam right here, and let's see if they show it. Yeah, you can see how much of a gap there is. It's about a foot or more of a gapage. No, it's a couple feet right there. So you can see where it was already buckling. And I'm not sure. We'll have to look at the video and everything, the photos that are out there, but it might have actually just collapsed right here, and then fell into the water. So yeah, so there's the end of it there. I guess it actually collapsed further back from that. So yeah, so we'll be looking into that next. I really appreciate you guys for showing up. You guys have a blessed rest of your day and have a blessed 2025. Appreciate you. Thank you guys. Dive safe.